Good morning, everyone. I'm very happy to be here with you on this very special day, the CX Day. We're learning how customer experience can help us improving our business. The next topic in our agenda will be the implementation of CSAT, or Customer Satisfaction Surveys. And for that, we have a very special guest, Kiren, Chief Scientist of the Nobi Group. Kiren, why don't you introduce yourself to the team?
Thank you, Leo. Hello, everyone. I studied statistics, mathematics, physics, and management in London and New York. I've been a consulting statistician for 40 years. I've worked with Leonardo for the last 10 at Mantrack and with the whole team there, including Passant, Yara, Mohammed, and many others. My company uses extremely powerful statistics to increase revenues, typically in the $1 to $10 million range or more.
Well, thank you, Kiren. With your background, I think it's clear to everyone that we have great expectations for the CSAT implementation. And we're talking about customer experience, customer satisfaction scores, or CSAT. It feels notionally right that if you measure customer satisfaction, it's easier to improve customer experience, right? But could you, for the benefit of the team, could you tell us a bit more why CSATs are important, why we should be doing this, and especially across the whole business? So this is not just a net load scores for product support, it's across the whole business. What can you tell us on the importance of CSAT?
Yes, just like financial metrics, there are many of them, and they're all important. So the surveys that are done at Mantrack are good. CSAT is specifically to increase revenues. If we look at slide number 2, we've combined CSAT using a metric called Net Promoter Score. We've increased it, as you can see on the left. At the red line, you'll see the blue line, which is the CSAT metric, increasing sharply. Now, by combining this with the powerful statistics that I described, unfortunately, we won't have time to go into them today, but we'll see the Mantrack results in a couple of minutes. But combining CSAT with powerful statistics on the right, you see the revenues also go up. And this is worth $8 million per year to the bottom line. We're going to see in a couple of minutes, the Mantrack results are equally impressive, if not more so.
Well, Kiren. So you're saying that CSATs are not only correlated to sales, they cause sales, right? So if we measure that and we improve, we can find additional revenues, substantial additional revenues, right?
Yes, and I just finished the Mantrack statistical results last night. You will be seeing for the first time in a couple of minutes, Leo, and I would be interested to see your reaction as to how large it is.
Okay, great. And Kiren, I know many things can go wrong with surveys, and one of the things I learned with you is that we can either ask the wrong questions or we may not get any responses, right? So what exactly is the work that you're doing with Passant and team to address those two problems?
Yes, on slide 3, on the left in green, we see 5 questions. With Passant's team, we have run statistical experiments in the live business this last month or so to find out which are the right questions. You'll see 5 of them. We now know how to perfect that. Also to the right, you'll see different channels. We're starting with email. This will tell us which channels are the best ones for the survey. On the bottom right, what events at Mantrack should trigger surveys? For example, if you have a visit to the branch, should a survey follow that visit? So we will know exactly the right questions, which channels to send them in, and when to send them.
Oh, good. And what kind of results you seeing in the data here? So what we're achieving?
Let's go on to slide 4. I know this is new for you this morning, Leo. I just finished this last night. Here are the results. It turns out in green, asking all 5 questions is better than 3. The next one is emojis are better than stars for the customers to respond. A 5-point scale is better than a 3-point scale for the customers to work with. And inviting their suggestions in a box is also powerful. The larger customers have higher response than smaller, and power customers have larger response than construction. That's just the way it is. And those things together will increase the survey response 2.4 times. That's more than double. Now, right now, Mantrack surveys are running 2%, and this will double them up to about 5%. But there's more. On the bottom line, we also tested when should the survey be sent. And it turns out that by far the most significant result in all the work I've done with Passant's team is to send the survey right after a sales rep visit. This triples the response by itself. If we add those together, we will increase the response times 5. In other words, from 2%, which is respectable in our experience, to about 10%. Leo, what is your reaction to these exciting results for the first time this morning?
Well, Kiren, so we're saying if we did nothing, if we just send emails, probably 1 or 2 in 100 customers would reply. If we choose the right recipe that's been tested, which is, let me see if I got this right. If we use emojis, if we use 5 points in the scale instead of 3, if we invite suggestions, if we have 5 questions instead of 3, and very special, if we send a survey after a sales rep visit, no pressure to the sales team, we get 5 times more responses, right? So we'll get more than 10 responses out of 100 customers, right?
Exactly. And unfortunately, we won't have time to go into how the statistics work today, but you can see in the results they are extremely powerful.
Yeah. Well, this is very exciting and great to know that we nearly ready to go. We have the recipe being fine-tuned. We know it's very important to sales, and really exciting times ahead of us. So thank you, Kiren. Also, special thanks to Passant and team for leading this initiative. Now, let's go back to our CX event. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.